1 year ago, we were pretty much forced to buy a new truck because our Ford was at 275,000 miles and was completely toast.
We didn't have a lot of time to look, so we picked the best option that was in our budget, could tow the future RV that we had our eyes on, and had some of the features we were looking for.
Which ended up being a 2023 Chevy High Country Silverado 3500, single reel, and 41,000 miles on it. I think I got it all.
So cue all the Ford folks who didn't approve of us leaving the Ford family and going with a completely different brand. So was it a good decision?
We'll give you the breakdown on how much we have spent on this truck in terms of repairs, what we like, what we don't like about it, as we have taken it all over the country and put over 25,000 miles on it in 1 year. This video is brought to you by Liquishine.
Trinity, come on.
We have just finished 91 days of boondocking. We're at a new spot here. It's about 2 hours east of Tucson. It's called Tanque Road Dispersed. We're only half mile from the main road, so it was fairly easy to get to, and it's 20 minutes south of Safford, which has a Walmart, which has an Amazon locker, so that's really nice. And we have a very unexpected snow-covered mountain in our backdrop. I think that's Mount Graham. So that has been really pretty to just look out here and see that. Very, very unexpected in Arizona. I am going to put the coordinates in the description, or a link to the compendium link to get here, which will have the coordinates. If I don't say that whenever we're at a boondocking spot, just go check that description because I'm always going to put it in there if I can remember. But the whole reason why we are here is because there is a quote unquote nearby, which means an hour away, national monument that we're going to visit that is on the docket right now to become America's 64th national park. And we kind of have a thing where we're trying to hit all the national parks while we're doing RV life. And so we're going to check that out in the next video. So make sure check that subscribe button to make sure it's pressed, that it's mashed, that's whatever you want to do with it. And make sure that you are subscribed so that you get notified when we come back to your TV screens and your iPad screens and your phone screens next week.
And then next week, you can let us know whether or not visiting this park before it becomes a national park counts. Because we all know,
I think it counts.
When we flew over Denali, y'all were like, that doesn't count. So it's not a national park yet, but we're visiting it. So
I think
if it happens, you get to check it off.
As long as we visited it, it doesn't matter which status it is, as long as it becomes an, I don't know. Just make sure you come back next week.
You're going to have to let us know.
The one thing you do want to be aware of is this road can get very soft, very muddy, very quickly when there's rain. So we came in, it had just rained, we could see water on some of the roads, came in, it got really squishy for a little bit. We were a little concerned. We put it in 4-wheel drive and we were totally fine. But today is ending up to be a chore day, and one of those things is washing some of the rig because we got a little dirty.
So our list today, we got to clean the RV. Then we have a sticker from Quartzsite.
That's on the truck too.
On the RV and on the truck. Some people were really smart and had ways to, you know, stick it on so it didn't come off. We weren't really smart, didn't have that way, so that's going to be a little bit of a challenge.
That's not coming off.
Then we've got to do an oil change on the truck. And then last night I noticed the surefire way to know that my black tank was full. The toilet started burping. So I've got to relieve some pressure on the black tank, which, how are we gonna do that since we threw out our portable tank? Well, here's the thing. While we were in Quartzsite, we released that video where we had the massive poopsie situation. And that night, Matt, our partner at Liquefied, texted me and he said, Joe, come into the show tomorrow. I've got a present for you.
What's going on, brother? Okay, so I'm here at the Quartzsite RV show. And when I get off work, I get exhausted. Well, last night, my phone's going, because your video went absolutely crazy, and there's so many new Liquefied customers. Just don't buy Liquefied when I'm trying to get some rest after the show. I'm just kidding. We love everybody. Welcome to the Liquefied family. Think of me when you poop. And we got a gift for you guys.
Okay.
It is not Liquefied.
Okay.
And it's not Liquishine, even though this is coming out soon.
All right.
You ready? Close your
We're
eyes.
ready. Okay.
All right, open your eyes.
That's amazing.
So here it is, the Rhino Tank that actually a bunch of you recommended in the comments.
I know, so many.
Is here for its maiden black tank voyage.
Oh my word. It was so sweet of Matt and the team to do that.
And now I'm excited to be able to have a new tank, and B, a tank that doesn't leak. And I know this doesn't leak because while we were at Quartzsite, our friend Cody and Angela had this same tank, and I was using it to transport stuff back and forth, and no leaks.
Just pull it out.
And then I think this. Yeah.
Hose and connectors.
Nice. Look at this. See that? You know what that's called? That's a gasket. Push the button.
Okay, open valve. Here we go. Everything looking good?
It's good so far.
Just know when to stop it before it overflows. Does this one have a mechanism
It does
that'll
not,
pop
but
up?
I actually need to open this. I'm glad you said that. I need to open the air vent. So our black tank, when it's completely full, is 45 gallons. This is only 28. So I'm just running some, I got it most of the way full. Now I'm running some gray water through so that I don't have black water sitting in this hose, because yeah, that would be a nasty situation.
I'm just gonna squeeze this and pull it off.
Pull it off. Squeeze fast and pull it off in 3, 2, 1, go.
Woo!
There you go.
Okay, I didn't shock myself.
I just realized that I have this on the tailgate. I have to shove it into
Yeah,
the
that was
actual
smart.
truck. You know, after doing this for 7 years almost, you'd think I wouldn't make a mistake like this one. Ugh. You see that? Hear the sloshing? No
Nothing's
leakage.
happening.
See, I just wanted to test it. That's all.
Chore number 1, complete. Oil change or sticker next?
Let's do the oil change. Let's get the messy things out of the way first.
He's going to wash his hands, folks. Just letting you know that that happened.
Boom, clean.
I didn't film it, so did it really happen?
It really happened. Do you want to smell them?
No.
This is going to be the 3rd oil change on the Chevy since we owned it. I can't believe it's that time already. I'm hoping though that it's the first drama-free oil change, because if you remember, the very first one we filmed, it was in Shipshewana, Indiana, and I had to like murder the oil filter in order to get it off. Oil was everywhere, all over me. It was a mess. Second oil change, I didn't film. It happened out in Nevada. And let's just say I used ChatGPT to figure out which oil filter I needed. It gave me the wrong one. I didn't realize that till the oil filter was off. So I ended up making a, I don't know, 40, 50 mile bike ride on the electric e-bike to the nearest shop to get an oil filter. So I'm really hoping this one goes a lot smoother than either of those. So why this isn't gonna be a disaster this time is I have all the proper tools. I got this. I got my strap wrench, which is right around the tire. If you could hand it to me for the oil filter.
Strap wrench.
And we've got the right size oil filter, and we've got exactly the right amount of oil. So we're good.
We didn't use ChatGPT this time. And while he's doing that, I'm gonna go grab the laptop because I wanna give you all the numbers of how much we spent on the truck the first year and all the repairs that we did. So we bought the Chevy in February 2025. It had only 41,000 miles on it, as opposed to the Ford, which I think we bought at over 100,000 miles. We put in the course of the year of us traveling all over the country, about 25 to 26,000 miles on it. And that's actually the average that we usually put on a truck in full-time RV life. Now, I wrote down 4 notable things that happened that I kept track through the first year of us owning this. And the first one is in May. So in Custer State Park, we went for a hike. There was a group of bison in the area, and we didn't think anything of it until we came back and they had used our truck as a scratching post, which was a huge bummer because we'd only owned it for a few months so far. There was a pretty deep gouge. I didn't think they were gonna buff out, and so we didn't really do anything about it until Cody from Untethered last week at Quartzsite was like, I think I have some stuff that might work. So he and Joseph got to work on that, and it made a pretty big difference. Now, a month later in June, this was the biggest repair that we had to make to the Chevy because for some reason, it was not registering in park. I think something went wrong with the computer or some sort of technical issue in the truck, and it was an $1,100 repair to fix. In October, a few months after that, our AC stopped working and we had no idea what was going on. We took it into the shop and they said a mouse or some sort of animal had probably chewed through the wire, so they fixed that for $238. And then a month later, in November, we actually showed this to you. And we had a mouse that drowned in our window washer reservoir. And that was a pretty stinky mess. Didn't cost us anything, but again, it was something notable that happened to the Chevy that first year. Now, we really didn't spend that much, if you think about it, the first year that we owned this truck, especially when you compare it to the Ford, because I know for sure that the first year of us owning that, there was something major that happened. I can't quite remember, but I'm sure Joseph probably knows what it was. Do you happen to remember what happened that first year?
Oh, I remember. We were in Roswell, New Mexico, and the oil cooler cracked. We took the truck in for just a normal oil change. They came back, there's like, hey, there's antifreeze in your oil, and turned out the oil cooler was cracked. That was a fun thing in and of itself because it was a dealer and they wanted to charge us $6,000. I said, let me think on it for a night, and magically the next morning they called me and said, oh, we were wrong on the estimate. It was actually $3,000.
Wow, you really remember that.
I do. So we got that done, but that was $3,000 in the very first year that we owned the truck. And then later on, the DPF unit failed in 2 different ways twice. That was extra expenses as well, but that's gonna happen with any modern truck. Strap wrench changes everything. Holy smokes. But what you guys probably are really wanting to know is, what do we like about this truck and what do we not like about it? So first thing that we do not like about it, I was warned about it going in, is the turning radius is awful. The turning radius on this Chevy, I tell you.
It's terrible.
It's terrible. And I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. I hate it. It takes like a 4-lane highway to turn this around, and that's without a trailer. The second thing I don't like is when these mirrors are fully extended and we're going down a dirt road, they bounce like the Dickens. I don't know what a Dickens is, but it bounces like one. And it's you look back and you're not sure if you're hauling 1 RV or 4 RVs because it's bouncing so bad.
The Cruise America was a little worse though.
It was. The Cruise America was worse by a touch.
I'm honestly trying to think through if there's anything else that we don't like. And I feel like that's it. Like, those are our only 2 complaints. Now, the list of things that we do really love, now that's a little bit longer. Now, some of you were concerned that because it was a single rear wheel and not a dually, would it be enough to pull the Brinkley 3515? I mean, we tried the dually, we didn't like it.
Yeah.
And I would say this is still really robust.
I don't feel the Brinkley behind the RV. I mean, I do, but I actually felt the Jayco more behind the 250.
I would agree.
I abused the Ford, to be honest. Putting the motorcycle on the front, towing the Jayco, like, I abused that truck. It took everything I threw at it with awesomeness.
And that's why it was toast after 275,000 miles.
But I have been impressed with this one because this rig is heavier, it's taller, it's got more wind resistance, but I really don't feel it all behind there. So I'm really happy with how it's handled the 3515.
Yeah, and I feel like I can drive it and I'm not freaking out that the hips of the truck are so stinking wide. I mean, already I'm nervous pulling into parking lots and trying to figure, I just park all the way at the end and figure I'll just get in my steps. And my favorite thing is the skylight. I knew I wanted this as part of the package, not only because it gives more light, we can have it open while we're driving down the road, but if you've ever saw those driving shots where I'm looking back at the rig, that's because I just pop out of well, I don't actually pop out of the skylight. I did that for the Loneliest Road video, but I squat down here and I hold my camera up and I can get a really cool shot. The other thing I really love, that's my very favorite,
I thought the skylight was your very favorite.
That's my very favorite. This is my second very favorite, are the heated seats. Oh my goodness. And there's like 3 levels of hotness. So if you want to really burn your biscuit, then you put it on the 3 lights. And if you just want a little touch of warmth, then you put it on the 1 light. I love it.
That was messy. I just had a momentary freak out.
Why?
I was trying to get this on and it wasn't threading on. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me.
Did you get the wrong filter again?
I got the right size. It screwed on.
Panic mode activated.
Oh man, I was sitting here and it was just not threading and not threading. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me.
Look at your hand. Oh my word. Do you need another rag?
Yes. I just had this moment of like, I am putting this in the right spot, right? All right, One of my favorite features of this is the backup cameras. Actually, the whole 360-degree cameras. It gives you a image of what your truck looks like from above. You can see anything that's close to you. And I love it because otherwise I'd be parking a mile away from people when I'm in those parking lots because it looks like you're right on top of somebody. Then you pop up the camera and realize you're actually 3-4 feet away from their bumper still. So those 360-degree cameras, I know they're on like most modern trucks nowadays. I don't know how I lived without them before. Didn't spill a drop.
Good for you.
Not one drop.
You want a gold star?
I want a gold star.
And in terms of the gas mileage or fuel mileage, sorry, because it's diesel.
You can tell who's been reading the comments.
No, you guys are awesome. But it's about the same.
It's about
I would
the same.
say.
So the 250, I mean, it depends on the rig. So the 250 with the Jayco, we got 10 to 12 miles per gallon, depending on hills, weather, that whole thing. This with the Brinkley, which is heavier and higher profile, we're getting 9 to 11. Yeah. So one less, but I'm not sure how much of that is to blame on the truck versus to blame on the RV.
I think it's more on the fifth wheel because comparatively, when we're driving them without any rigs, they were about 20 miles per hour.
20 miles per gallon.
20 miles to the gallon.
Yeah.
That's what
they're
I
both
meant.
about they're both about the same when you're not towing anything.
So I would say overall, we're really happy with our purchase, which is great because we didn't have a ton of time to do a lot of research because Joseph was basically like last February, we are not hooking the Ford up to the rig ever again. We're stuck here until we get a new truck.
I gave her two options. I was like, we got to dump some money in the Ford or buy a new truck. That's what we got to do because it's not safe to drive anymore.
Yep. Is this the last step before our next chore?
I think so.
That didn't go too bad.
No. I mean, best oil change ever. Of course, it wasn't really hard competition.
Well, it started. That's good. I had total faith in you, by the way.
It sounds that way.
Next up, it's time to clean, and this was sitting on the floor in my office, and the bunny had a little bit of roaming situation, and I think, let me open this up because I think we might have a hole in this one. That one's fine.
He just pulled it out.
Maybe he just pulled it out. That one's fine too. Okay, so he just nibbled through the bag. He did not create any holes in the microfiber towels. Microfiber. I can't even talk right. Microfiber towels.
And a huge thanks to Cody. I have been trying to convince Kaylin for the longest time that it is okay to buy rags for washing things. And when Cody was showing me how to buff out the scratches in the truck and whatnot, at one point in time, he's like, so you need to waste money on rags because you want fresh rags for stuff. And I immediately stopped him.
I feel like that was directed at me.
Kaylin was sitting over at the fire at the time and I was like, could you say that loud enough for Kaylin to hear?
So do you want to start on the mud situation first? Because I feel like that's going to make the biggest difference.
Yeah, I think I need to actually rinse this and then we're gonna wipe it down. And because, don't look, the tools are a mess.
Don't look, okay.
I have this handy dandy thing. Ah, it's all tangled.
It looks really handy dandy right now.
Looks really handy dandy. I love this. So we're just gonna throw this into cold water. Ah! Ah!
What is wrong with you?
It's stuck on. Okay, so this is perfect length. We're just gonna rinse it off here. And I'm gonna try really hard not to get anything in that.
I don't know how sticky that mud is. Oh, that's not bad.
Ah, but it's stained.
It's staining.
That's what I was worried about.
Ooh, I don't like that.
So we mentioned Matt earlier in this video. He's the guy that gave us that tank. He is the CEO of Liquefied, and he is releasing a whole new set of products called Liquishine. So we're gonna give them a try today. I have his Pro Wash and Wax Liquishine. It's gonna give a pro level clean. It says I can use it wet or dry. So we're gonna use a little bit wet here, a little bit dry there. We're gonna see how much we can shine up this front section, the cap and under here.
See if it takes those, holy Toledo. Did you just see those?
That just came right off.
Disappear. That looks so nice. Okay, Color me shocked because I was not expecting that. So you tried it on the wet, so let's go over here and try it on just dry.
Yep.
And see if we have a difference.
It says if I'm doing it dry, to spray it first.
Okay.
So we're gonna spray it, and then we are going to wipe it with a damp towel. So we'll use the towel we used on the other side.
That came off pretty easy too.
It came off really well.
Which is good because when you're boondocking, you want to use as little water as possible.
You mean you don't want to spray the front
You sprayed a lot of water. I was a little concerned about that.
Hey,
but
one less shower.
one less shower if you want to wash your RV. So I'm glad that it works without water too. Like, that's really good to know.
I'm happy with how this is working.
Maybe you wash the RV more often.
So we got a black streak here.
Oh yeah.
This is just where the water comes down. Let's just see how.
Let's just test it.
Let's just see how it does on this. So we're doing a dry. We're just spraying it. Then we're just gonna wipe it. And then let me get a dry towel.
That looks pretty good to me.
That took care of it.
So as much as I would love to just watch you continue to to wash and wax that, I'm gonna actually
take care of that sticker.
Take care of the sticker. I'm gonna try. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna work.
I'm actually glad you're doing that and I'm doing this because I think this is gonna be a lot easier than that, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be pretty frustrated.
I'm gonna bring my ladder over.
I really hope this is tall enough. Oh yeah. Oh, I could totally do it without, but this will be a lot easier.
Sometimes you get a ladder. Other times, you just pull your truck up and use your truck as a ladder.
Alrighty, they really had to grind that in, didn't they? Oh, you can already see all that residue. Maybe? Hopefully Goo Gone works on that. Okay, it's coming off, but you definitely know it was there. There we go. Working good?
It's working amazing. I just took a bug off, a baked on bug. It took like 3 swipes and the bug was gone.
Let's see how easy this is. Oh, not too bad. Slowly getting that stuff off. That's a lot easier than I thought it would be. We're gonna use some glass cleaner. Just gonna get the last of that streak off. I'm gonna call that done.
What?
Is that you making a screechy noise?
I'm not even half done with my cap yet, and you're done with that one?
It was so much easier than I thought it would be.
I chose poorly.
But I can start working on the truck one now.
Okay, yeah, we got one there too.
Boom!
The one bummer to washing like your rig is you get up and close and personal and you find all the problems with it. Like we had something, I have no idea, I'm guessing that's a rock hit there. We had a definite rock here, it's chipped the paint entirely off.
We really like how this works, so I'm gonna leave a QR code on the screen so you can grab a bottle of the wash and wax yourself. Link in the description as well. And we don't have access to those other products, but they are selling them in a 4-pack. So if you do grab some.
Grab the 4-pack!
Yeah, let us know like how the other products work. If you like them, you can leave a comment or you can always email us as well.
And while you're there, don't forget to buy some liquefied for your toilet too, because you're gonna want that.
That's true.
I'm getting hangry.
It's 2:30. We have not had lunch yet, so we're gonna make something now. It's a lupper.
I was gonna say, you've heard of brunch. We're going the other way.
Yeah, it's a late lunch, an early supper, because we actually want to explore a place that's near here.
Excuse me, I'm just jumping right in.
He's working on it right now.
But first, it's Poppy time.
Poppy doesn't sponsor us.
No.
Why do they get so much credit?
Because we're gonna go Olipop for you. You have Olipop, I'll have Poppy. Feel better already. We are gonna make jalapeno chicken popper salad. That's not quite right. Jalapeno.
Chicken, bacon.
Hang on.
And these are not jalapenos. These are just red peppers.
Jalapeno, oh, I had all the right words, just the wrong order. Jalapeno popper chicken salad. But it's not jalapeno, it's gonna be bell popper chicken salad.
We've made this quite a bit, It's really nice because it keeps as good leftovers and you can just have them in hamburger buns.
It's delicious.
So basically, we're cooking the chicken breasts and chopping them up, cooking the bacon and chopping that up. Then we've got some onions, and I would put the peppers together. And then we've got a little sauce, which is mayonnaise, Dijon mustard, apple cider vinegar, hot sauce, garlic powder, sea salt, and ground pepper. And then we'll just put them on some hamburger buns, add a little romaine lettuce to the mix, and then we're good to go. Go be with the fam. Go. We hit a bit of a milestone yesterday? Yeah, yesterday.
Yesterday.
Because we can't fit any more days on the little board that we made. It ended at 90, and we said, we're not done yet at 90. So I put 91 on there for yesterday. I've got to put on 92 today, and then I'll give you a solar update. There we go. 92, that's tonight. So, with the original cost of our entire solar off-grid setup being $14,486, we're gonna subtract the 92 days at $55 a day that we picked on average that we are saving on campground fees, so that ends up being $5,060. Subtract it from the original cost, we're down under 10K, we're at $9,426, which still feels like a lot to go, but we have crossed off a really big chunk.
You ready for dinner?
Is the chicken all ready?
The chicken is all ready.
All right, so we just need to put it all in this bowl. The bacon and
Veggies.
other stuff too. I cannot wait for this.
Trinity,
Do
come.
you have an extra?
Come.
Extra piece
Sit,
of bacon?
sit. Good girl. Good girl.
I saved a little apple piece for you. You want it?
You want your supper, Trin? You want your supper?
She's
Down.
getting an early supper.
Down. You're gonna be hungry tonight because you're having a lupper now. Stay. Good girl. Okay.
Have you tried it yet?
Oh, I already know it's gonna be good.
I know. This is always good.
And the beauty is leftovers. If you're gonna have a lupper, this is the lupper to have.
As we pulled into this boondocking spot, there was a sign at the beginning of the road that said Hot Wells Recreation Area, and I looked it up online, and it looks like there's like these little holes in the ground that I don't know if they're natural springs or what they are. They're like over 100 degrees. So we're gonna go check them out, finish this up, and go take a little soak and enjoy that we have finished all our chores for the day. Ollie, where is he?
Is he back in the back again? Oh no, he's right here.
What are you doing? What are you doing, mister? Come on. Are you able to reach under and get him? Don't sigh.
I'd forgotten this part of rabbits. There he goes.
There he goes.
We've got a CarPlay update. So back a few videos ago when we were doing our solar tilt test, I spent a good chunk of the video complaining about CarPlay and how it didn't work with my phone, and people are always like, why don't you use CarPlay? And I was like, I can't. Well, here's the thing. Y'all gave me a ton of great suggestions. I do think one or two of you said that it fixed for you when you updated your Apple software, your phone software. I didn't really think much about it. I was about to start trying some of the solutions like plugging in my USB cord, forgetting the Wi-Fi network, even though I had done that a couple times already. Woo! So here's the thing. My phone updated and it started working. My phone, like, it will work solely on Bluetooth now. I don't have to be connected to the Wi-Fi, or if it's connected to the Wi-Fi, it's not killing my internet. So whatever it was, I don't know if there was a bug in my specific software version on my phone, but when it updated, it all fixed. So now I've got CarPlay.
That looks really dicey up there.
I saw this online and I was
my
like, this
goodness.
section looked tricky online on Google Satellite.
Well, can you imagine if it was still really muddy?
Oh yeah. And I'm thinking somebody's gone through here with like a front end loader or something to
Yeah.
get it out. The road hasn't been that bad except this. This is a little nuts.
So just be aware. Well, both of us forgot our wallets, and it's $3.
And I've got,
did you find?
so I've got $2 in dimes right here, and then I have a whole load of pennies. I hope it fits in the thing. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
There is $3
12, 13,
there?
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I'm 17 cents short.
You have $2.83?
I've got $2.83.
Oh no, okay.
Do we have anything?
Let me check up here.
Come on, we've got to have a quarter. Legit, 1 quarter. The bummer is I just cleaned this console a few days ago, so.
You must have, because I knew there was a quarter in there. Maybe there's some on the ground. There's a little path back here and picnic tables, and you have to imagine if they're coming for a picnic, something's gonna fall out of their pockets, right? Something, I just need a quarter.
I got 2 dimes.
So how short are we now?
We're not.
We're not?
We're 3 cents over now.
Oh, that's awesome. At least we're honest people.
I don't know if they're gonna be happy to get a thing full of change.
Will it fit through that?
Do not fold currency. Well, no worry there. No refunds. I don't see anything that says
No change?
no change.
All right.
This is gonna make a noise. We're gonna try to shove it in fast so that it falls flat.
Okay, and does it spill out? Don't rip the envelope. Just shove it in there.
I'm trying to.
Success?
It's in there. We paid. I got our tag. Let's go to the hot springs.
These hot springs are probably gonna be drained by the time we get
Probably.
there because they're solar powered and they drain every single night. We'll see. Hopefully we have something.
If not, we just wasted $3.03. And if the person who is in charge of counting those envelopes is watching this video, I humbly apologize.
Sorry. All right, looks like there's 2. There's one over there, one over here. No sun on the panels. They're already draining.
You wanna jump in?
This is draining so fast because you can already see right here that this was the level and now it is down here. And so I don't know, like, how are the solar pumps working? That's what I am not sure. Like, why is it draining?
I feel like totally out of my element because usually Kaylin's the one that does the research. But from what I saw, people were drilling here for oil, and instead of hitting oil, they hit hot water. But the hot water is still far below the surface. So they put in the solar pumps, and during the day, the solar operates the pumps and brings the water probably up through that pipe, I'm guessing, and into this tub. But then obviously, as soon as the sun goes away from the solar pumps stop working, and the water slowly drains away.
Draining down in that hole over there?
I think that's where the water pumps up from.
Okay.
And then straight down here is where the water's draining out of. So a little history lesson from Joe. Usually it comes from Kaylin.
I know.
I don't have any
Good
years.
job.
I don't know when it happened. I don't know who did it, but I know how it works, I think.
It's draining
It's
so
draining.
fast. But we're gonna enjoy it.
And you just get to be serenaded by the nice soft noise of
The OHVs.
dirt bikes and OHVs in the background.
I hope you guys had fun hanging out with us this week. Make sure if you're new here, hit that subscribe button.
Mash it.
Because next week's video, we're really excited about, because I am just super curious when we go into this national monument, if it's gonna be America's next national park. If we think it should be.
I don't think we have ever had the opportunity to go to a national park before it became a national park.
And you're
so
gonna
that's kinda
get
cool.
our expert opinion on it,
So
on
mash that
whether it
subscribe
should be.
button.
We'll see you guys next week.
Bye. Well, I feel like that dirt road will give that rhino a good shakedown test. Should we look to see?
I am so curious what it looks like.
Oh, I have stuff on top of it. Hang on, hang on.
Anything wet?
Completely dry.
Really?
Completely dry.
Yes.